safe. We all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, CPI day today. It's time to get started. Hope you guys are doing well here. Monday has been developing nicely. It's time to get back to work. Let's get it going, guys. We have 8 minutes left for the magic to happen here. Obviously, we're going to have some fun. Obviously, in this case, we're going to place the trade right before the news. Okay, I have a plan. We'll talk about it in a second here. Most importantly, after that, of course, we're gonna be more serious. We're gonna start really trading the aftermath of the news, when the market structure develops and when the actual, outcome is clear for us, so we can anticipate on what has been presented to us. Okay, fantastic job here. Thank you guys for waiting. Make sure you smash up the like button right now. At the start of the new stream, something happened. Forget about that here. Make sure you smash up that like button right now. Let's get into it. And let's make sure that we have a game plan ready and set. Okay, fantastic. Let me see what we have here in the building. We have MS. We have Simon. Shout out to Simon. We have Nsako. My man is back. Good to see you, man. As always, thank you for the support, man. Cash Party, thank you. Bonjo. My man is here. Maria. My woman is here. Cosmos, Eddie, Deer, Mind Over Matter, Mariana, Jamie, Ruffo, 21, Content Hunter, thank you guys so much. Wesley, I see you. Aston, Mickey, Pancake, Calisthenics, Romo, so many similar faces again. That's what I like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Okay, we have 7 minutes left, so I'm gonna, put on the, the high-speed train here a little bit faster than usual. Talking about our game plan here. Okay, so for gold today, a couple things that I do like to take in consideration, and the first thing I always look at, is just simply, how did we open today? We opened bullish and we have been coming up ever since. So obviously their intention is to bring price up at this particular moment, and that is what actually happened here. We gained roughly 100 pips from the open already after Asia. So what we did was, we came down, we tapped into the value area high and low. It was actually the magic touch as always here. We tapped into the value area low of the previous day. Okay, we used the volume profile of the previous day. We tapped into that particular level right here. And then based upon that level, we shoot up and we gained roughly around 120 pips, something in that manner. So that's a big, push up today already previously before the CPI comes out here. I'm usually not a big fan in then looking for the continuation trades. I'm more of an understanding that they're building liquidity to reverse price, based upon making people believe we're gonna just continue up. Same as the dollar, that we're just gonna come down here and we're gonna break this level to fill up that gap. It seems like it. Do I want to play that game? I'm actually more interested in placing a sell limit. Okay, and I'll explain exactly why in a second here. Let me set this up real quick. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so the game plan is as follows for me personally. Okay, keep in mind, this is a news trade. Anything can happen during news. I am not responsible for your thing. Don't do what I do. This is completely up to you here. Again, this is also semi for entertainment purposes only, because we want to have some fun on the stream. And the only thing that we can do is guess. All right, based upon on some confluences that we can take consideration. So again, gold gained around 100 pips from the daily open. The London continued bullish without any retracement. The key level of the dollar index is 103.549. The game plan is a sell limit at 232, which is the point of control of the previous day. Okay, 232.440, with a wider stop loss for the CPI due to the daily expansion. Based upon historical data, Asia and London CPI is usually for liquidity building. Therefore, it's worth the risk for me to place a trade here after the CPI. So it's time for a re-evaluation to see how the structure develops and what the key levels actually are. Okay, that's the main thing I'm looking for. So I'm not interested in going market. I'm definitely not interested in placing, some sort of sell stop. I'm rather interested in looking for, and this is what I would love to see here, an expansion up followed by a reversal play. The chance that will happen, we will see if that actually occurs here. If we just get hit and we get immediately stopped out, anything can happen around the news here. But I do find it interesting because we are heading back towards this bigger range right now, and that bigger range is definitely something we cannot neglect so far. Okay, due to that lower low that we created on a Monday, so yesterday. Okay, very curious to see if they just want to bring price further up, or if this is just a reversal play. It's worth the risk for me. After that, guys, we're gonna see what's popping and how the market develops here. So, you know, let me quickly set a trade a couple minutes before the news. Very, very good. And let's see what we can do. There we go. There we go. Boom. So my entry 232.5, stop loss 238.85, TP at 219, which is a 2-to-1 during the CPI. So that means stop loss above that range, entry in the middle of the range, take profit back where we came from. So back from that initial expansion. Again, you know, we're gonna have some fun. All right. If you want to have some fun with me, press A1 in the chat. Let's have some fun. And let's then after that see how price actually develops and how we can move further here. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we will find out today. We have a sell limit, and in case anything gets more exciting, we can always see how things are after that. I realized we need to have some fun as well a little bit. Okay. The same time, we're going to talk after this. This is all after the CPI. We're going to talk about the Nasdaq. There is definitely some interesting stuff with the Nasdaq going on as well. And we have the Euro USD as well for the Forex traders. So we have a couple things to discuss after that right here. Okay. Let's have some fun, fam. Couple minutes left. Let me know where you guys are from. Okay. And make sure you smash the like button here. And if you're interested in joining our Discord, we have a lot of plans coming. We're releasing a new system in March. Somewhat, you know, at the end of March, we're going to release our new hybrid trading system. So if you're interested in this, then, you know, join our Discord as well here while we're waiting. This is just so fun. Diaz says it looks too obvious. Mo Kali says, I know your heart is beating. My heart is beating. My heart is beating. What broker do you use? My broker is Vantage. Ellie says I'm from Canada, South Africa. Lorenzo, you should not do anything based upon my command. You should make your own decision here. This is news. Highly risky. Okay? Highly, highly, highly risky. All right? We have, there we go. There we go. Woo. Oh, no way. No way, guys. No way. No way. I'm gonna make a screenshot right now. I'm gonna make a screenshot right now. No way. Let's actually, yeah, it's too late. Let's delete our order. Smash up that fucking like button right now. Share some love here. One pip away from an instant like $2,000, $3,000 Boom, right on my lap right there. One pip away from success, guys. That's what it is. Liquidity building during London, during Asia. Like I said, it's never, ever, ever, ever a good sign here, okay? That's what I mean. Gold gained around 100 pips from the daily open. London continued bullish without a retracement. It's too obvious that they're gonna fill up that gap. And there we go. Look at the dollar right here. This is what they did. They make people believe we're gonna go in one direction. Obviously, we all know this was by far an inducement for people to go long and to wreck everyone. We had our entry perfectly set. Okay. At 232.37, we did came, and I need to see where that is here, but we came roughly to, yeah, wow, this is yeah, 230. Yeah. Actually, it tapped into our trade. We didn't got hit due to the spread. It was the spread for sure, right here. Okay, it had to be the spread here. It had to be the spread that didn't tack us in here. Again, who's in this trade? Who made some money with us here? Okay, regardless. Trust my analysis, guys. Just trust my analysis. All right. Execution, analysis, all right. Yeah, it's very simple what we're gonna do right now. We're just gonna wait for price to develop here, and then we're gonna see how we can anticipate based upon this particular move. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. We have still, of course, the New York Stock Exchange open. We have the Euro USD. A couple things to discuss here. Okay. This one is going to go into the books though. All right. That's what I mean with a spike. Ratata, reversal. Wreck city. Okay. Rafael said that would be the quickest money we've ever made. That would be the quickest money. I would be right away, you know, I would right away close the stream. No, I'm joking. Oh, good. Okay. Hey, trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Fantastic here. We deserve a like here. We deserve to get pushed hard into the algorithm right now. 181. That's a good start. That's a good start. Can tell you that here. We tapped into the weekly value area low right now. That's 214.05. Look how perfect. We're once again reacting from this level. Yeah, like if it's just perfection, guys. It's just perfection here. We are so synchronized with gold. It's absolutely ridiculous. We need to let price develop right now. There is no way we can start looking for entries right now. We need to see this next 15-minute candle closure, 30-minute candle closure, 1-hour candle closure to see how we can anticipate right here. Very interesting to see. Calisthenics says, I'm rich now. Congrats. How many pips you needed to tap into the sell limit? 1 pip. I know actually 0 pips, but it was apparently just the spread. Thank you, Lorenzo. When is the next live stream? Bro, we're just getting started. Is there another trade to buy? No, I would not buy now. I would not try to catch a falling knife here. Definitely not try to catch a falling knife right now. You know, let's see how price develops. This is gonna go into the books. I mean, hey, if this is not entertaining, I don't know what is entertaining. Okay. What is the value area high and value area low? These are key levels based upon volume. So that's the LTA concept strategy. That's the hybrid strategy that we are going to release in the March based upon key levels. Extremely powerful. And especially around gold here. I know there are many gold traders around here. Gold like runs on volume. So if we can measure the volume and we understand volume and price, you get better levels, you get more precise with entries, and you get more precise with potential bounces from particular zones. And based upon that here, we decided to create a strategy that does not truly exist the way we're going to release it here, and that you have for sure not seen another live streamer do in the first place. You know, it works. It works. Also, I have a video here on my channel. This is the only indicator you need. I know, you know, people use the RSI, the MACD, all these lagging indicators are full of shit, in my opinion. This is the only indicator you need. Volume and price is king. All right, so if you can measure the volume of a range or a particular day of a daily candle, okay? So for example, this is where we've seen the Monday open or the Sunday open. This is where we close the day. This is one daily candle. If we can measure the volume of a daily candle, we can utilize this in order for us to move along and take better and precise entries. These are the key levels of our day. So when we start out the week, we get smarter every single day because of the fact that we have been structuring better and better. We know where the most volume has been traded, at what particular level, and especially when gold is ranging, okay? Especially when gold is ranging throughout the week. Fantastic stuff. Are you back on the lives? We are back on the lives. We are back on the lives. Zone says, can we do more of this, please? I just passed my funded challenge with this. Congrats. Again, don't try to catch a falling knife right now. Let price develop here. Wait for some closures right now. You know, every single time we try to catch it, this is where people are like, I'm going to go long. Fantastic. Where are you going to put your stop loss first of all? You know, is this truly the low? Okay. Is this truly the low that matters here? Roland says volume, price, liquidity, inducement, higher time frame analysis, and you are done. Boom. I agree. Okay, next up. All right, we're back alive here. We're back to work. Okay, let's wait for at least the 15-minute here to close. Let's do this first, and let's see what's happening from there. All right. I think people are trying to get into the lows right now. We are tapping into the weekly value area low. Okay, so in case you want to know what it means, this is a previous week or a previous trading week right here. Okay, Friday to Monday. So we use that level of specific time. So it's time, price, and volume. We utilize the levels, and you can see that these levels are working like very, very nicely right now. The 214 is the next level of support here. So this is where you now see, you know, potentially a bounce from. However, when you're in such a rush and when price, you know, comes down here, the only thing that's happening right now is that the people that want to predict the bottom, they're actually feeding, you know, they're feeding liquidity. Like they're adding on to the liquidity here, you know, for a short continuation. And this is what you see right now happening. Right? So if you entered here at 214 and you felt like, oh, we're going to go up right now, this is the bottom, well, you're heading now towards your stop loss. So in my opinion, this is where we wait patiently for price to develop before we, you know, look for further, you know, further continuation. And then based upon that, we know, you know, exactly what we can do and how we can move along here. All right, the dollar tapped into this low perfectly. It swiped the lows and it goes up. That's extremely bullish for the dollar. All right, based upon the daily time frame as well for the dollar, just wanted to let you know as well that the overall trend on the higher time frame is still up. We're still heading into that upwards trajectory right here. Based upon this particular low right now, all right, you can see clearly that this is still the low that has been holding, you know, roughly in December, the end of the month, or sorry, the end of December, the end of the year. This is where the yearly close happened. This is still a higher high. This is still a higher low. And this is right now, as of what we're currently seeing, this is still an internal higher high now. Okay, so this is the previous high that created that expansion. That high is now taken out. That was taken out a couple days ago. This has been the retest of that high, and now we're looking for further continuation. So in my opinion, for the dollar, the only way is up right now. The only way is up right now. Looking for further continuation for gold here, we need to see some sort of retracement. Okay, the question is, when is that retracement going to happen here? Well, obviously, we're not going to re-enter right at the value area low at the 214 level and look for further continuation without a single candle closure or retracement. Yeah, a solid retracement at least. So we have to wait here. This would have been, of course, the perfect entry. Now it's time to just simply wait for any retracement possible to see if we can look for the continuation. Because if we're going and heading in towards gold right now on a different chart, so just to clearly look at the higher time frame, all right, we can look at, let's look here, for example, and we go to the weekly, the daily. I think the first serious level of support right here, guys, we have to really start zooming out, is, in my opinion, coming along nicely. And we have broken a key level, which is the 2017. All right, it's the body closure of multiple weeks here that we are now breaking below. So if we manage to close this weekly candle actually for gold below the 2017, I am actually leaning in towards more continuation to the downside again for gold, due to the fact that this was just such a key level for gold to take in consideration, especially when looking at the last high here. So where we thought about gold is moving up and it's going to go to the moon, if we close below this level in a couple days, then this is clearly still bearish on the higher time frame. Even though we're moving up, you know, this is such a key level due to the fact that the triple top has been taken out and we're now reversing back to the downside here. So, you know, the next key level, in my opinion, is going to be the 2006. That's definitely a level to look at due to the fact that this is the daily levels that we have to understand here. So this is clearly a zone of interest. Okay, the 2006 level. We are not that far from it right now. Okay, we are now 211. 2.6 is not that far away from daily support. Okay, so based upon that reaction, that could be the best or extremely interesting area of interest for us as well to take in consideration. Okay, so taking this back towards the, you know, lower time frame, let's highlight at least the 206 and just see how price responds around this particular level right now at this particular moment, as of how we speak. All right, we need to look at key levels. The key levels are now on the higher time frame. It's the best thing you can do here, just to see how we respond. We are still trading on the lower time frame. That means that we can still look at a quick bounce from a key level. The key levels will be, you know, 206, 210, maybe 210 here, but we have to just wait and see how price develops right now here. All right, why gold down? Explain. Well, we just talked about it here. Okay, number one, the dollar looking still super strong on the higher time frame, so we couldn't neglect the dollar here. That's why this was too obvious in regards to just a simple breakdown from the dollar right now coming down to fill up that gap. We didn't fall for that one. All right, based upon how also at the same time gold was just, you know, only going up here, inducing everyone to join the ride and to just feel and make people believe that gold is just going to go up and up today, especially because yesterday was so bearish, right? This is what they do. Monday is bearish, and then Tuesday is kind of the reversal day. This is where people believe, oh, this is the actual direction. Monday was bearish to accumulate to then go up again, but no, it was just an inducement for you know, an actual reversal again, an aggressive reversal throughout the CPI. All right, now let's head quickly into the actual release of the news. The funny thing is, this is where we are looking now a little bit later to what the actual outcome is. I don't really care. I don't want to be obsessed with the numbers here, but based upon the inflation data, it came out 0.2% higher than expected, but most importantly, the core CPI came out higher. All right, that's important to mention. So obviously, this is bullish for the dollar. This is risk of, you know, a risk of reaction, and you can see clearly that was the main reason for gold to calm down here. The forecast was, of course, lower. So everything came up higher than the actual forecast. But if you look truly at the data here and you look at the actual CPI year over year, it still came out 0.3% lower than the actual previous data here. So we're still getting we're still looking better than before. Yet the expectation was better than the actual outcome. Roland says Raya banks lost 4K on this CPI because they're using buy stops and sell stops. And this is what tends to happen here. When your buy stop gets triggered and you're looking for further continuation and you understand that there is so much liquidity built up below here, then a buy stop and look for further continuation is the most riskiest thing you can do. You can better go against the herd than trying to look for further continuation around the CPI. Especially when you understand the higher time frame dollar. But hey, everyone got his own analysis. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes he's on the right side. Sometimes I'm wrong. That's just the nature of the beast itself, okay? Can I go against that? Rafael says W analysis. Alexander says, yes, I just got 0.65% profit out of this drop. Congrats. Gary says, was there a Fed announcement? No, this was an inflation announcement. Once a month. Massive for the dollar. So far we're risk off here. Okay, euro, same thing, by the way. The euro did exactly the same thing as as gold here, building up all day, bullish all day long. And obviously when you look at the hourly chart here, this is nothing more than major liquidity building to the upside or a major expansion to the downside. A pullback into this particular zone and a clear rejection, tapping into that high and bull reversal. With gold, it was a little bit more clear because of the fact that we tapped into that beautiful range. That's why it was such a fantastic level to look at. Okay, we're back at the 2006 here. Now we have to wait and see how we respond. It's the only thing we can do, wait and see how we respond from a particular level here. How are we supposed to trade if it drops this much in a matter of seconds? With market pending orders, correct. Yeah, you place a limit order, a sell limit a little bit higher because you know that what they tend to do as well is they drive the price up and then when the news comes out, they flip it. So you want to actually get tapped into your trade here. The moment they squeeze out the final people that are, entering. For example, you squeeze out all the people that entered buy stops and you then flip the market right away, right? So we wanted to enter short where most buy stops get activated. However, the slippage or the spread or whatever it was didn't tap us in, even though it was exactly on that level. Overall, still a win feeling, to be honest. Even though I'm not in, it still feels like a win. Because you see what they see, okay? We will wait right now for a reaction here. Yeah, if you're a beginner, don't trade the CPI. I would never recommend to trade news in general, unless you want to have some fun. That's for sure. A lot of manipulation, a lot of algos are going to work here that are 10 times faster than you. So if you try to enter market, first of all, the slippage is significantly higher. The spreads are higher. All that stuff here. It's just not in your favor. We're always one step behind, let's say, when we're trying to trade news in that manner here. So for me, placing pending orders is something usually that I like to do when I feel that price could potentially reverse. Up or down. The only way you can trade the news is by controlling risk, big stop loss, and look at previous fundamentals and the economic data. Yeah, the thing is though, how are we going to look at the previous economic data right now? How can we base our decision making upon previous economic data? Because, okay, the expectation is 2.9%, fantastic. The previous inflation data came out at 3.4%, so the expectation was better than expected. We got 3.1. That's better than the previous data. So that should be risk on, right? That should be risk on for the market. Yet it's risk off because it's higher than expected. So that's where things get tricky. And that's why I usually don't like to look too much at the actual data, the fundamental data in the very short term. Especially when trading news in the very short term. I rather look at how price develops, how volume interacts, how we got induced, how price, leads you into one direction, flips, and so on and so on. All right, hope that makes sense here. Please analyze dollar yen. Okay, check GJ. Okay, let's give it some time here, 10 minutes or so. We wait for the hourly to close, and I think that's when all these analysis can come into play here. But for now, 206, guys. We're seeing it. We talked about it on the daily. This is now where we're tapping into. Okay, you see the reaction. Look at that. Are you guys buying right now? Is that you? 206 or the 2006 does not lie here. Key daily level, okay? Yeah, be patient here. The monster G move happened. Okay. The only way we can enter together is by being patient right now. That's it. Are you funded? I'm trading with my own, capital. I like the freedom. Philip says, hey Lorenzo, nice to see you back on YouTube. Thank you, my man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, my man. Euro, yeah, let's quickly look at the key levels of the euro, by the way, because the euro is very similar in that matter. But the euro is just showing one big, massive range. I mean, this looks like bearish continuation, right? So this is on the weekly time frame. You tapped into the high here. You created a lower low, and we're looking extremely. This is not looking bullish in any way, shape, or form on the higher time frame for the euro. The dollar is still the dominating factor. Okay, key level though, 106.883. Weekly level, keep a close eye on that level. Same as gold right here, 2006 right now. Jerome says, wait for the setup to present itself. I love it, guys. You guys are on point today. I love it. You guys are patient. You guys understand that, you cannot rush, especially not after the news here. I love the mentality. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay. Another key level. If he managed to break the 2006, which could happen. We'll see how this hourly candle closes here. It's gonna be the 1992, but I hope we will not get there. I hope we will find a quick bounce before. All right. That's it. 2006. 5 minutes for an hourly closure. At some point, we need to stabilize here. Okay? At some point, the guys that are in short are going to be like, you know what? It's time to start exiting and taking some partials here. At the same time, a tremendous amount of contracts were filled there as well here. Let me quickly open the book map to see what happened on futures, on the futures market as well, just to get an understanding quickly of, of the interaction on the time and sales, actually, like what kind of orders were actually executed around the CPI here. And how big were these orders? Because, in order to get price down for gold this much, this aggressively, this quickly, I mean, hey, we need to clearly see what's happening here. Okay. Best thing to do as well is to look at the book map to see what where the next most biggest bids are placed. Potential passive buyers, okay, sitting. and how this then affects the spot market as well at the same time. All right. So for now, you can see here 15 buy contracts, 32 sell contracts, 12 buy, 10. It's quite mixed up here. Like there is no clear direction. Let's be patient and see how we interact and how price develops. The main and the most liquidity that's built up here. Let me quickly open the depth of market as well. Let me quickly get the DOM involved. There we go. We will see in a second where most of these bids are placed. For now, nothing in particular here yet that really gains my attention. The 2013 on futures is interesting to look at. So let's quickly look at the 2013 and how that affects, or how, or let's say at what price for spot, you know, we will see the alignment there. I think that that's what matters the most. And this was absolute perfection here. Let me see how this. Yeah, look at the value area low futures here. Like perfection. Okay, 213 is sitting around there. 216 and 203. So we're talking about a 13 difference. So we're talking about the 2000 level, of course, makes sense, right? So psychological level of $2,000 for gold spot is definitely something to look at as well. If this key level gets broken, I mean, you can just look at the heat map right now on futures, and you can see clearly that, you know, this is where a tremendous amount of orders are currently placed here. All right. So obviously, psychology, you know, some psychological levels as well, sitting around $2,000 makes sense to me here when looking at it. Remember, guys, where gold were before the Gaza war, it will return there. That's a good point. That means there is a massive gap there still. That is for sure a factor. Okay, let's keep a close eye on it, guys. 30 seconds for an hourly closure. All right. Volume is still there. Sellers still in control. No need to look for entries right here. No need to look for the bounce here. Hourly closure now. This is interesting. Let's see how this hourly candle developed. So much volume traded around the 220 futures. So much volume traded around 220 and the 242. This is all futures, of course. We have to understand it's a 30-point difference right now. The 220 means like 206. All right, could act as resistance as well. Okay. Jerome says, I was cheated by my broker. I set 4 sell stops before the drop, but when the price went down, the orders were automatically cancelled. It's really insane. What broker was it? And where was your sell stop placed? In the meantime, let's see if Tommy is here. Tommy's ready soon. Hey, listen, thank you for the support, guys. Thank you for the support. It was fun. Okay? We're placing these trades for fun. If you made some money, congratulations. Fantastic. If you entered market before and you didn't get stopped out, fantastic. For the rest here, it's all about a quick bounce here and showing us that buyers are actually interested in getting in here. get involved here. For now, I do not see it yet. There is no need to look for shorts here. Like, I'm not going to look for an entry right now based upon a 300 pip move. But any particular retracement to look for further continuation down could be interesting. Any quick bounce to the upside could be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. Jack says, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, my friend. Good morning.
Yo, Lorenzo.
Yeah, what's up, huh?
What's up? What
Yeah.
a call on the gold. Amazing.
It was a
That
crazy
was
call.
Easy, bro. The magic touch.
The magic touch, my friend.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was the slippage, the spreads, something like that. Or it was 1 pip.
It is
Something
what it
like
is,
that.
bro. It happens, you know, but the call was amazing. The call was accurate. Really, really accurate. How is everyone doing in the chat? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. And how are you, Lorenzo?
I'm doing amazing, man. Amazing. Like, we're building some magic together. So, you know, can't wait to
yes.
release what we have. What about
It's gonna be
yourself,
really
bro?
powerful. Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm doing fantastic. Right now, I'm also looking at gold. You know, I think they're gonna purge the weekly lows, the last monthly low. My bad.
Yeah.
We're only like a few pips away. Like it's at 2001. So I think that's the target for now. And then let's see if there's anything that we can trade afterwards. You know.
Let's take it and let's do it together, friend. Let's do it together today.
Yes.
Let's see what we can do.
Let's see what we can do.
We're gonna be sitting here, waiting patiently for price to develop.
Yes.
And we're gonna leave our pockets with some, you know, with some money today. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, what was your overall analysis? I guess it was the same. We didn't talk about it today. We didn't have a call before. You were looking at the inducement followed by a reversal as well.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, of course, I was looking at Euro USD, but we had the exact same idea. You know, like Euro USD and gold sometimes align a little bit. I was looking for the push momentum to the upside, induce everyone to think that it was going to be a long, even though it was a clear, of course, short to the downside. So that was amazing. Yeah, we were on the same path, bro. I like it.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Okay. We should also for sure look at the dollar as well, because the dollar will at some point reach that key level of 104.599. And I think that when we're reaching that area of resistance there, this is where we might face at least some sort of reaction from. This is on the 8-hour chart or the higher time frame. You could say the daily for the dollar. So it's such a key level to look at. We're almost there. So I think if price moves to the 104.6, for gold, we most likely tap into
Connection lost.
2001 or the 2000 level. So we will, we will definitely see how that goes. But the dollar is a key factor here.
I agree. I fully agree. I see Turn saying in the chat, Lorenzo, where are you from? My English is a little bit the same as yours, and I'm in Dutch. That's what Turn says. So where are you from, Lorenzo?
It's too obvious, man. It's too obvious. My accent. It's too obvious.
Yes.
Rowan says, damn, it broke a big accumulation zone. I hope it's not manipulation move on lower side and distribution upper side. Bad year coming ahead for gold. I mean, hey, I'm actually quite surprised how strong the dollar is holding here. For now, at least. So, you know, we will see how the dollar develops here. So far, it's one big fat candle here for the dollar. We have another, like, it's not that far away from like strong resistance here. So I think the moment we're reaching that zone, we will start seeing a bounce for gold, a quick bounce for gold. We're heading there. There we go. Let's look at the buyers versus sellers here. Now we're going to see some more buyers stepping in here. Now it gets more interesting. Still waiting for some more volume. More volume to come in, to enter here. Some bigger buys are getting executed. Not big enough. Which tool do you use to see buyers versus sellers? So we have two different types of tools. One of them is called the Bookmap. The Bookmap uses the data of DX feed here. These are data providers providing you with the data need. It's all related to the futures price though. So we can only use it as some conference or you know, tool of reference in regards to the futures price, but the congruence between spot and futures is pretty aligned lately, so it's good. Number one, this is the heat map. This is where you can potentially see certain icebergs, big orders set, you know, big limit orders, sell stops, you name it. Whatever the case may be, potential bids sitting around key levels, bid and ask around levels. This is the time on sales. So the time in sales shows you the actual orders executed. You know, 13 contracts at 10.08, at 214.5, 39 ask at, you know, 214.4, and so on and so on. So you understand the dynamic between buyers and sellers. And then we have the full print. The full print is showing the candles like we're seeing candles here, right? But you can zoom in and you can actually start looking into the candles to see actually where in the candle itself is the most volume traded, where more buys versus sellers were executed, and so on and so on. So these are all things that are coming. These are all added to our advanced, lecture series that we're going to create based upon the volume. Once again, the volume profiles as well on the candlestick chart. So that's one layer. Also, we have a couple other layers that we have to understand. How candles develop on the higher time frames and all that stuff. These are all things that are going to come as well. So if you're interested in joining there, I highly recommend you to get into our Discord now and to get familiar with what we're going to do and what we're going to launch, because we're going to launch like a hybrid system. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. And, it's definitely worth the wait as well here. All right, we're getting there. First reaction. Dollar is might be slowing down roughly around this zone here and roll over a little bit. Okay, gold. We're almost there. We're almost at the key 2000 level. We still have the 2001 as well. It is a key level. So we're coming closer and closer to an exhaustion here.
Yeah, the last month low has also been taken out on gold. So liquidity has been taken below the low. We should expect some volume the other way soon. Or we can expect some volume, let's say it like that.
Exactly. So what do you see for the Euro USD, man? What are your key levels for the Euro? Or how do you see this development of this, let's say, daily candle right now? We might be going over it.
Yeah, so personally, I like to stay away after movements like this. Like, it was clear how the day has been formed, right? There's a lot of consolidation to the upside, and they all took it out now with one big 4-hour candle.
Yeah.
Now I just try to stay away, see how the news day closes, and then use this for tomorrow's data to see continuation or maybe a reversal. So that's what I'm personally looking at. I don't like to, especially on the Euro USD, I don't like to trade once the news has been done and there's big volume being traded.
Yeah.
Because it likes to slow down around 12 o'clock for Euro USD. It likes to slow down. That's when the indices, when gold and everything starts up more. I like to then step away from Euro USD and look for other potential setups on different pairs.
Okay.
So for now, I'm just letting it do its thing. It took a lot of liquidity to the downside. Yes, it could maybe reverse, but I guess the big move is already, of course, played out. So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. Just waiting and seeing what price is gonna do and how it's gonna develop.
Fantastic, bro. Did you take any trade? Look at the beginning of the stream. Just look at the beginning of the stream, my friend. $2,000. Okay. Same move like NFP, yes. Very similar. Very similar. I have to say the NFP was even more obvious to me than the CPI here. More obvious than the CPI for sure. But again, you know, they're playing the same game. The more news events you experience, and the more you pay attention to how price moves that same particular day before the news. So when you know that there is a you know, big news coming along here, you really have to pay very close attention to the London session, the Asian session, and how price develops. Rarely I see price moving into a continuation pattern. Rarely during these type of events. Lorenzo, the DOM clusters you use this for bookmap. Yeah, I prefer bookmap clusters and the DOM rather than from ATOS. But I do love the footprint. Could this be the low? This could potentially be the low. All right, we'll see. Let me write it down for you here. Waiting for price to balance out before a new execution. It's starting to slow down here. I start to like it here. Okay. I start to like it here. You see, for example, a positive delta turning in here. Okay, that's a net difference between buyers and sellers. So aggressive buyers and aggressive sellers. Okay. The beautiful thing about this is that you see that there were 331 ask and 191 bid. That means that more people were selling below here. So we got officially some really trapped sellers sitting at the 213.5. We talked about the 213 already. That's exactly in the heat map, this exact level, right? This is why they couldn't break past it. That's why we said the $2,000, that's what, you know, that key psychological level is 2013 on futures. That's now where we have to balance out and look for a quick bounce here. So we're heading now in towards potential bouncing territory, okay? Let's see how we develop here. We have 50 minutes now done. So the 50-minute candle has been closed here. We need to see at least one candlestick that shows me a little bit of a, you know, of a potential, you know, release bounce or whatever. We need to see one green candle here, preferably on the 15-minute. Question is though, can we still, you know, push up and continue down? For sure, for sure. So I'm not saying that we're only going to look for longs. I'm just saying we need to see how or where price can bounce from. And this is, of course, a key level. The 2000 is indeed the level to look at here. On the book map itself, you can see it as well. Okay. Some trapped sellers right now sitting at around the 213. 2013, sir. Okay, Thomas. Give me 1 second, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Sounds good. Let's see. I see Casper saying the monthly low has been swept. Yeah, I agree. On gold, it has potential for now to flip. I'm also looking at the hourly. It's also flipping bullish right now. It's really important that we see a good closure though. So that's what we're currently waiting for. It's showing some potential. So that's definitely happening right now. Showing some bullish momentum. That's right, Philip. That's definitely right. That will stay, bro. It's not gonna disappear anytime soon. So we see that we have a closure within 1 minute and 30 seconds for the 5 minute. It's important that they close this, of course, bullish. That's what we're looking for. So let's see if price can give us this reaction. Otherwise, we might be creating the top wick of the 15, and we're going to continue even lower. Thomas, did you trade EU short with the CPI? No, I had my trade during the London session. My short position was during the London session. Will it go bullish in your opinion? Without the market backing it up, my opinion doesn't really matter. So right now I'm just waiting for price to show me bullish momentum. Yes, it's right now showing some bullish momentum. We just started a new 15-minute candle. So right now it still can go both ways, you know? Currently we are creating the top wick. We have not really placed a bottom wick yet. If they manage to go higher and close bullish on the 15, that might be a sign of a continuation higher. And we're going to retrace some of the move during the CPI. But we are trying to flip this 15-minute candle bearish again. So for now, I guess it's fully rely on patience. As well, we did put a top wick on this hourly candle, meaning we're probably not done yet if they manage to flip this 15 again. My broker showing me a bottom wick. Yeah, there is a bottom wick, but what clear of a bottom wick is it? You know, that's the thing you need to ask yourself. Is it the clear bottom wick, or is it just a starting wick? You know what I mean? Because you also still have equal lows on the 1 minute on gold, relative equal lows. Let's say it like that. If this re-breaks the low, do you think it could go down further? Well, currently the trend is still bearish, right? So we're still showing bearish momentum. It did not flip yet. We still have bearish momentum. So in logical terms, if you think about the logic behind it, yes, it would go down lower. You know, of course, I can't predict where price will go. But yes, if you look at the structure itself, it might want to purge down a little bit lower into potential areas around, let me see. For the normal gold chart, it would be around 90.95-ish. That could be a potential level they want to go for. And if you then think about the future side of things, we could talk about the wick around 210, right? Hey Thomas, can we sell USD CAD? Let me take a look. It's the same scenario, right? It depends on if you're trying to pick the high. You need to make your own choice, of course. Like, I'm not a financial advisor in any way or form. But if you're trying to pick the high without any candles being formed, it's gonna be a hard one. Let's say it like that. It's gonna be really hard. You can see clearly on the 15 that there are equal highs left behind. So if you go to the level 35.440, you can see the equal highs, right? Sudesh. So make sure to check that out and do not make any forced decisions. Wait for price to print. I would be a little bit slow on making those type of decisions, trying to pick the high. Thomas, what's your watch list today apart from gold? Well, for now, it's, to be honest, nothing besides gold. So I already traded the Euro USD today. And besides that, I'm currently not watching anything at all. Besides gold, right? Because I see some potential for gold to flip soon. When we reach key levels, of course. No problem, Sudesh.
Okay, guys, dollar is slowing down. No sign for gold yet. Lorenzo is watching the stream from the toilet. He wants to be alone for some time. Nikun says today we made 245k profit. Did you took it? Did you took it, my man? Who took this? Who took a gold short? Who was in a short of gold beforehand? Before the news already? Or who got actually triggered? Let's put it this way. And the Vantage I took it. Rafael is one pip away. Lorenzo, you got FOMO? No, I don't got FOMO. I don't think placing a sell limit is FOMO. No. We left that behind us a long time ago. A long time ago. Obviously, sometimes we just want to have some. We just want to have some fun here. Okay. Abby says I'm new and I missed it. All right. Got rinsed, but should catch this 4-hour rebound. Yeah, so the 4-hour rebound is still pretty far away. We have like 2 hours left for that closure here, 2.5 hours. for the next 4 hour candle to close. Obviously, the 2000 level is a clear key level to look at now. It's a psychological level. On futures, it's aligning as well here. That's a 2013 for futures. So we know the alignment between spot and futures here for gold, 2000 and 2013. Anything around the 2000 now is where we should be, you know, keeping a close eye on. Why does the CPI drop the gold price? So the expectation for the actual economic data came out, you know, or the actual outcome came out worse than the forecast, okay? Better than expected or better than the previous data, worse than the forecast. Especially the core CPI, okay? So in that sense, it's called, you know, it's seen as risk on. So risk off. Risk off means, you know, heading into safety measures like the 10-year yield, the 10-year treasury yield, out of the stock market, out of gold, out of the you know, the other Forex pairs such as the Euro USD, you name it. The dollar usually gains significant amount of dollar. Well, the good thing though as well is that on the higher time frame on the dollar, clearly we were looking quite bullish. The confirmation from the dollar we're still extremely bullish here. So an expansion for the dollar, you know, usually reflects in gold coming down, Euro USD coming down, obviously as well. And we have not even looked at the 10-year yield here. The stock market coming down, by the way, same thing. Bitcoin coming down slightly, not even reacting too much to it. The 10-year yield is something that we can look at as well here, just to get a better understanding of a potential bounce. All right, we broke above that key level, 4.198%. We're now heading into the next layer of resistance, which is at 4.29. Sorry, 4.295. All right, so this is a clear rejection point. This could be interesting, but no confirmation. Are you going live tomorrow? Yes, we will be live tomorrow. We'll be live Thursday. Do you think the Nasdaq is going to double? We have now the open at this particular moment. The dollar now is facing resistance. The 10-year yield is facing some resistance. These are all things that we have to take in consideration. So if this gets, let's say, exhausted, that expansion was just aggressive and we're looking for a pullback, we might be, you know, we might be experiencing a short relief bounce for the stock market as well as the indices, of course. So we'll see. Euro USD, same thing. Okay. Euro USD, same thing for the guys that are trading the Euro USD here. Beautiful range right there. Obviously right now, and this is I think definitely something that you guys have to see here for the Euro USD in case you trade the Euro USD. We are mainly going to look at gold today, but the Euro USD here, we have this level right here sitting at 107.093, that red line in that range. That's the point of control of that range before a massive expansion to the upside. This is now where we're trying to hold on to practically exactly. All right, that's a 4-hour zone. That's now where we are trying to push and hold above here. So I like what the euro is doing, Thomas. I like the Euro USD here. Much better than gold.
It's looking like it might want to flip higher indeed and mitigate some levels to the upside.
Okay,
so
let's
looking, really interesting.
Let's look at the euro here, bro. Such a massive gap, massive expansion. You know, gold is doing what it's doing. The 10-year yield is still kind of holding up here. We really need to start breaking below the following level, which is the 4.263%, for gold to retrace back up. It is coming down. The 1992 is the next level. It's the only thing that we can look at. That's why we're not trying to catch any, falling knife through. It's like a boat. If a boat sinks, it sinks until the bottom. There's no question around it. So trying to enter right when we're still in the middle of the ocean does not make sense here. Unless we got a good confirmation. Shorting it, I mean, this is my personal belief. I'm always a little bit, cautious when you see a, let's say, 361 pip move, to then start thinking about a strong continuation down, even though it's possible, of course. Like, we don't know for now still what the bottom is. 1992 is the next level. I would love to see a bigger retracement first before looking for new shorts. Euro USD looking much more interesting. Looking much more interesting right now. When talking potentially about a bounce or anything in that manner. Let's set an alert for the dollar in case we flip. And let's zoom out back to gold again on the other chart here, just to have a full-on understanding of the higher time frame. And if you go back to the higher time frame for gold here, and we go to the weekly, couple of key levels to look at. Number one, let's start on the daily first. It's a 9087. And the 1990, yeah, still the 1992, 1992.5 like we talked about before. EU looks super, super interesting here. This seems like quite strong support on the higher time frame as well, Thomas, on the monthly chart.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well.
And the weekly chart as well here.
Yeah.
Where to trade? We might be looking at a long here, Thomas. A quick long.
Yeah, the 4-hour just opened up as well. It took out the bottom before it went. So that's really good. That's aligning perfectly because they took out the bottom wick from the last 4-hour candle, meaning they took out the CPI liquidity below that candle. Now I'm really looking into, okay, they're flipping this 15 already.
I like it.
That's also really good.
I love it.
Yeah, right now it's really interesting. Still waiting a little bit, seeing some more candles print. But it's looking really good.
Yeah, I want to see the dollar flipping here. And we might be looking for a long for Euro USD short in a very short term. Euro USD long. Gold is still chilling.
Welcome, Vantage. Happy that you're learning a lot. Thomas, you like to dream in the night about Euro USD? Euro USD is dreaming about me. Let's change it. It's waiting for me back to trade it again, so I can win again. That's what it's dreaming about. No,
Okay.
yeah, definitely 100%.
I'm gonna set up a poll real quick here. We might be looking at a Euro USD long in the very, very short term, so keep a close eye on this one. My question to you: are you profitable? Be honest, just to get more information from you guys as well. It helps me tremendously. Okay, so yes, consistently. No, break even. Please let me know in the chat in the poll here. Just want to know. We have 850 people watching right now. Just wanted to see what's happening here on that side. We have only 368 likes, Thomas.
We need some more. We need some more. We need at least 80%, guys. We have 800 people watching. Come on, guys. Give us some more likes. Let's go. And make sure to put some votes down as well.
This is nice, by the way. I like the way the dollar is moving here. If you can flip bearish, fantastic. That means we have officially opened the New York Stock Exchange as well, so that's also behind us. We're heading towards the hourly closure. A little bit more patience required, but I do like how we're setting up here. $153 votes. Are you profitable? 32% says yes consistently. 43% says no. 25% says break even. Let's see what happens after 500 votes here. Boba says I broke some rules yesterday and lost my prop firm account. What rule did you broke? What rule did you break, my friend? Let's talk about it. $10-year yield is dropping. Gold is still pushing down here. That's definitely something to be aware of. What I'm looking for the USD, I'm looking for the dollar to flip bearish right now. That's one layer I want to see. 104.309, I want to see that flip. I want to see the euro, of course, flipping bullish. We're holding up very strong, by the way, at this current moment here. We also tapped into a strong weekly zone for the euro and also a strong monthly zone as well. So it is time for potential rebound here. That will be fantastic and definitely trade worthy in case we flip bullish and we start breaking that local resistance at 107.2 while we're still waiting for gold to just do its thing right now. 400 pips in. David says, my goal for over a year is to make 1% on a daily basis on the balance. So far, so good. All right. Do you have an open position now? Bro, I tried my best for you. I try my best. We had our limit order set at 232. 2032. Is a buy to level to 2010 realistic? I would say right now I would say that it's better to wait for that level to be broken in case you want to look for the continuation. Come on, dollar flipping. 1 minute for a 50-minute closure. Thomas, back to your USD.
Yes. Looking at it. Yeah, so it's really important to see what's gonna happen now. I'm also like a really bit like, maybe waiting for this hourly closure to then see where the liquidity is laying on the downside so we can take that out and then take the bottom wick of the new hourly candle. That could also be something we could wait for. Then we're talking about 15 more minutes. What do you think, Lorenzo?
I think it's worth it because after the hourly, we have free play for the next
Exactly.
you know, 30, for the next 30 minutes after that.
Exactly.
So,
That's what I'm anticipating as well.
you want to see bottom wick on the
be,
hourly regardless. So if you want to enter now and you retrace in the hourly wick, you know, yeah, price would potentially come down regardless. So
100%.
rather enter in that wick rather than you know, not by definition like waiting for the flip, but just in that wick.
Yeah, 100%. In that manipulation wick to the downside.
Yeah. And it's a great way to see how we actually move. Yeah, how this candle, you know, opens up, for example. If we open up immediately bullish, that's usually not a good sign.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Casper says, do you trade EU more compared to GU? Yeah, 100%. GU is always a little bit is always playing around with me. So I trade EU, but I definitely use GU for my trading opportunities in EU. So I use GU, but I don't trade it. I hope that makes sense, Casper. It's like correlations, right? Same as the XY.
All right, that's the game plan for the USD. Hourly closure. If you come down, you're developing the bottom wick. We enter on the bottom wick. We're trying to go long on USD. This is a great way for us to see how where the dollar closes. And if the dollar does the same thing, which it seemingly could do very well when looking at this beautiful candle creation on the 15-minute. Treasuries are aligning. The only thing is that we hope that we're not going to move up before the hourly closure too aggressively. But that's definitely something that we can wait. That shows us that we don't have the FOMO to enter now, because this hourly confirmation is going to increase our win rate so much more. All right, 325 votes so far. 28% says I'm consistently profitable. 44% says no. 28% says I'm break even. I'm a break-even trader. Gold is still on its way down. We're talking 400 pips or something? 360 pips right now. That would have been 5K, $5,000. $6,000. Whatever. Could have, would have. EU is in the POC from the 4-hour range. Correct, my friend. I like your analysis, calisthenics. Enjoy, great job. The point of control on the 4-hour range, including a weekly support, monthly support. 12 minutes left for the hourly closure. Are there a lot of buyers coming in? Yeah, but we're missing on the... Yeah, buyers are stepping in. But we're missing the big buyers coming in right now at the moment. What I'm trying to filter out are the big orders. If a big buyer wants to protect his position or his level, then we will see that. Yeah, Lorenzo, how did it go last half an hour for you? Look at the beginning of the stream. We placed a sell limit order for gold. We didn't get executed on the literally on the pip. The spread did it, but the analysis was correct. So I'm actually quite happy with that as well. Like, yes, okay, I could have made this much money, blah, blah, blah. For me personally, it's about, you know, does your analysis align here? This proves as well that the analysis itself does not, you know, guarantee you making money. There are a lot of other factors that come into play as well. But yeah, that's news. That's news. So for now, we have very close eye on gold. In case gold makes, you know, something more interesting here. For now, it seems that we're looking for the continuation. But the question is now, like, you know, from a 360 plus pip move to the downside, like, we should think about the risk to reward. What is for me the risk to reward right now? To look for shorts here. Let me just add a question, right? Entering short at 1995 to target the 92? Okay. Maybe targeted the 1987. All right, it's another level below that. Okay, but you know, what is the risk against it? What, you know, where we're gonna put our stop loss? All these factors come into play here. I want to see at least a little bit of a better pullback to look for further continuation. Euro is holding up very well now at the moment. And that is because the dollar is starting to slow down. The only thing that we need to see from the dollar, and I think this was a great decision, Thomas, to wait for this hourly closure.
Yes.
Is that candle flip. That break off the 104.309. Marton says, I have a question, guys. I'm in crypto. I'm profitable in the past 2 months already. Of course, I have an awesome mentor. So I guess Tim, terminated Tim. So I guess that's the big reason. But in Forex, I passed challenged, then break even for 3 months. Forex, crypto, many different layers, many different ways of trading. There are a lot of different fundamental factors that come into play when trading Forex as well. Many different layers as well. It could also depend on the sessions that you trade. And there are a lot of confluences that come along here. And yeah, you have an awesome mentor, my man. What time the New York volume usually dies down? In around, I would say after the London close, it starts to slow down. It starts to slow down. Are you looking at trade for EU or gold? Both. For gold right now, I just explained. We need to wait for price to balance out here. EU is showing early signals here, yet no confirmation. Our hourly closure is in 7 minutes. Buyer stepping in, price still coming down. Dollar is still holding up here. And your yield is still holding up here. At the key level of dollar, 104.309 is the exact level we need to break. If we start flipping this bearish, most likely you're going to see a really nice strong bounce for the Euro USD. At the same time, the dollar still has the 104.521, which is this level, this range to cover. So in case you come in that level, you might be selling off from there. So no rush. Obviously, the people that were rushing here with this 15-minute bullish momentum candle, it's so easy to FOMO in right now. It's so easy. At the same time, there are 6 minutes left for an hourly closure. If you want to FOMO in, FOMO then at least in when the hourly candle is closed and create it like a bottom wick. Hello, what time frame do you usually use? You could say the 15-minute with the understanding of candle formations as well on the higher time frame. 50 minutes, 5 minutes sometimes as well, depends.
I guess whatever time frame tells a story the best way, right?
Exactly, bro.
So however you can read it the best, that's the time frame you should use in that situation.
Absolutely.
Gold is going down still a little bit slowly. It's trying to go to some levels. Let's see whenever it goes the other way. For now, just it's still falling.
We're not trading gold. Yes, we are trading gold too. Just don't try to catch a falling knife. All right, let me write down here.
Gold is giving some bullish signals right now.
Yeah.
Slowly. $30 seconds until the new hourly opening.
I like what the dollar is doing here, bro. Dollar is getting kind of rejected from that initial candle where we had our zone marked. Gold came now back to the 1992 here. So that was that key level, that weekly level that we talked about here. We're seeing a reaction from that level right now at the moment. This is now where a big buyer came in. This is the first time we're seeing a big buyer stepping in for gold here. 154 contracts right there. 1058, 2008.7 on futures, which is probably the 1993. The 1993 for gold here. This is the first time after this whole round where I see a big buyer stepping in. $154 bid. That's interesting to look at. That's what I like to see here. Hourly closure as well. This next hourly candle here is a key level. It's absolutely an interesting level to look at. Thomas, we created we opened bearish, which is good. Okay. For the Euro
Yeah,
USD.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. We created a little top wick on the 1 hour, not significant. So I'm looking for what it's gonna do now. If it's going to purge down and then respect some levels,
Yeah.
then it will be interesting to look for a potential flip. So that's what I'm currently what we're currently looking at.
This might be a bounce territory for gold here. No confirmation though. Euro USD is setting up nice. I like how an hourly candle opens bearish, because if you then flip that bullish, the better it is. The better we can look for that, you know, that quick continuation bounce here. So far, the hourly candle as well needs to create and establish a strong top wick on the dollar. So the stronger, more aggressive we push up right now, the better it is. So far in the 1 minute, if you look on gold here, still, you know, pure continuation. What we want to see on the 1 minute is more of this right now. Like, you know, slowly seeing if you can start like looking for that curve. And this is where we have to pay very, very close attention, because this is then where you can see that buyers will aggressively protect or passively protect that level from breaking, which is the 1992, 1993 key week level. You want to see that curve here. You don't want to see an immediate push up. You want to see curve first, you know, balanced, kind of a short-term balanced session here, and then an expansion to the upside. That's, in my opinion, one of the safest, you know, bounce, you know, trades, entries we can look for. And that's why we look on the 1 minute, just on the lower time frame for gold here. Whereas for euro, it's much more about the hourly candle flip. Mid-Texas Lorenzo. You're famous. I had at least 3 invitations from other fake Lorenzos. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like they make a lot of money, apparently. So be careful. So the game plan is for gold. Like looking for a some sort of rollover. Okay. So an accumulation, like a small accumulation schematic on like the lower time frame, above the weekly level, above the 1992. And we want to see like a nice strong rejection here for the dollar here, a bearish flip for the dollar on the hourly, and a bullish flip for the Euro USD on the hourly as well. So that's for now our main focus. If you break the 1992, the 1987 is next. And yeah, don't feel that you want to predict the bottom here. And it's up to you to decide if you want to go short. But I'm usually against looking for short continuations after a 350 pip move here. Sorry, 400 pip move already. So Fake Lorenzo currently in my DMs asking me to copy trade. Yeah, so that's their script. They come along and they ask you to copy trade with some fake broker where you have to sign up and deposit. It's usually $500. And they usually approach you with the question, hey man, how is trading going for you? Or
yeah. The most. Yeah.
How long have you been trading already? Like these type of generic questions. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they come with like I have some. It's funny because I even receive them myself, guys. So it's really funny to see sometimes. Especially like I got one I think during like the most consolidation month ever, and they said the markets are really volatile lately. How is your trading going? I thought like this guy, this guy.
Yes, sir.
He's not even looking at the charts, but he's trying though. But just imagine, right? If they put all that time into actually trying to learn how to trade.
100%.
Bro.
100%.
Crazy.
By the way, we're heading into the nice direction of 50,000 subs. All right, we had a little break on YouTube here. We're back fully. Boom. We get around 1,200 subs in a week. It's time to get to the 50,000 here. We're gonna do something fun around it, of course, a nice giveaway or so. Whatever the case may be, we're gonna do something. We have to give back to the community. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you want to trade live with us on a day-to-day basis here. Today was funny, okay? We're gonna make it fun, we're gonna make it entertaining, but most importantly, educational, okay? Yes, we executed the trade. Yes, we didn't get triggered, even though price came to our entry. That's all part of the game here. But again, it's the journey of a trader, okay? Ups, downs, left, rights. Make sure you subscribe and become part of our journey. We're gonna be live again on a regular basis, so it's gonna be fun. Be careful of scammers though, okay? I would never DM you personally. However, unless it's in the server itself, okay? David says another sentence the scammer uses, what's your trading experience? Are you basically into day trading or you hold long-term investment? Is yeah. Totally. Okay, no confirmation fam, no candle flip, no bullish flip for the Euro USD. No trade. And he says you're doing nothing today. Bro, you have to go back to the beginning of the stream. make sure you tune in from the beginning, okay? 8 a.m. EST, get in. Tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. EST, okay?
I think Andy is upset that he's not attending the stream. He's really upset about it. Everyone, Andy just said ciao. Make sure to wave at him. You know, he's not attending.
Lorenzo.
That's his own mistake.
So once you show gold levels. So gold right now, yeah, we're ready for the bounce. Bounce, and if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Yeah, how much profit today? A lot of profits. Kaspero, if gold was to pull back, how far do you think it could go up such a strong bearish momentum? Good question. It's not us to decide. It's just what we need to do is just to see, you know, how price develops here. What you will see is some curve here at some point. We keep it super simple. It's like, you know, this is continuous momentum. When momentum is dying out, automatically we will start turning into some sort of accumulation or distribution phase. We then either look for the continuation down or up, but that's just purely based on the other confluence that we're looking at. For the euro, if the euro candle on the hourly flips bullish, we take a long around to 107.2. We put our stop loss below the candle, below the bottom wick of the candle, and we're looking for continuation long. Why not short? The reason why not short is because of the, first of all, the big move that already happened. Second of all, the strong monthly support that we have. We tapped into that monthly candle right here. Usually the first start of a monthly candle that's never been retested before, we should expect some sort of reaction from it. But shorting into that monthly candle is something where I want to be cautious as well here. Patrick says, yeah, I know already. CPI data was coming bad, so already short in position 7K for today. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations. Good job. Lorenzo, do you have some timeline outlines in terms of how long expect accumulation phase usually lasts? It's really, really hard to say how long an accumulation phase lasts. It's a good question though. It's a very good question. But the only thing that we can look at is how our buyers and sellers interacting with each other while we're in that accumulation phase or distribution phase. That's that schematic that we're waiting for. And then it's all about understanding buyers versus sellers. Who is taking over control? Who are trapped? Like which traders are currently trapped? Where do the imbalances take place? All of these questions will come to mind once we're seeing that curve happening. But again, this still looks like continuous momentum here for now. So you have many Indian followers, man. Good to know. Hey, yo. I got a lot of Indian brothers. All right, like I'm always saying it on stream. I'm saying it like Indians are going to take over the world. They don't want to listen. But it's the reality. These Indians, man. These Indians, they're going to take over the world. So, you know, these Indian brothers, I need to connect with you guys on stream a lot because, you know, I want to be on that side. You know what I mean? I hope you can accept a poor Western like me in the near future. When we transition, okay? Sir, is the bookmap free? No, the bookmap is not free. It costs money as well for Forex futures. It's kind of expensive, you could say as well. I mean, it's not expensive, but it's definitely something you have to take consideration. I would only use it when you kind of maxed out the candlestick chart and the understanding. There's still so much to learn on the candlestick charts and stuff in general. Like once you feel that you have that under control, I think the next step could then be for you, the level 2 data, the heat map, the time and sales, the depth of market, the clusters, all that stuff. So don't like think about buying it now because you feel that you need that. That's the only way to become profitable. That's not how it is. It's not the secret sauce, okay? It is, however, super useful if you know how to use it later on. Can you tell me what charting platform you use for the footprint? How have you found it useful? It's a great question, bro, and I can talk about the footprint for hours, and I probably will in the near future. But just think about this, right? Look at this. You zoom out and you see the candlesticks. Fantastic. Now imagine you are able to actually see the orders executed within that candle. Couldn't that be nice to see how many buyers and how many sellers, where in the candle was the most volume traded? Like how buyers and sellers are interacting within that candle with each other. Wouldn't that be nice to see? How to understand how bottom wicks get created, top wicks get created, right? How buyers and sellers get trapped, how the delta becomes positive and negative, how in essence the aggressive buyers subtracted by the aggressive sellers or the other way around creates and gives you an indication of who's in control. Like this is what the footprint is at, and the reason why I adore the footprint is because it's based on facts. All right, these are orders actually executed. So I'm not talking about the book map where we're talking about potential orders. These are potential spoofing scenarios where people are placing orders, making people believe we're going to go into one direction. That's the best and simplest trick possible. Strong level, order gets removed. Bye-bye. Footprint is purely based on executed orders. Therefore, if you can understand what buyers and sellers are doing at a particular level, that's where the magic happens, right? That's why we like to use it here. But again, don't think that you need it. Candlestick chart is more than enough for you. You want to max this out first. You should be able to become profitable first when understanding how candles perform, what volume is, how you leverage and utilize volume and price on the gold chart, how you understand the correlations, how you understand macro to micro structures and inducements, all that stuff. Okay. Luca No Limit, my man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Luca, the GU King, the King of Kings. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you again. It's been a while, my friend. Good to see you. Living the life, huh? Living the life, living the life. This guy's living the life. I'm seeing you, bro. Keep it up, keep it up. Everyone, go follow Luca, man. Footprint is free. No, it's a separate software. What are we waiting for right now? We're waiting for the dollar to flip bearish on the hourly. Okay, that's one layer. We are reaching that resistance, key level resistance right now. We're waiting for the euro to flip bullish on the hourly. That's where we're looking for a potential continuation. And that's where we play our entries here. Nice, Luca. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. And looking forward to see us taking over this industry. We're fully back. So, the time will tell. The time will tell. No doubts. Yeah, I like how the euro is forming here. What do you see, Thomas?
Yeah, I'm currently looking at it as well. Sorry, I'm replying to my mother on WhatsApp. Yeah, the 15 looks pretty good as well. We have the 5-minute closing bullish. I'm still not convinced fully yet. We purged down liquidity now, so we created the bottom wick on the hourly. I would like to see them break above, so meaning that they would flip the candle again bullish. Then we're looking for some discount level that could be a potential buy level.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm just waiting for it to flip the hourly again. I've marked out the line. I've put a alert on the line as well. So once that get hit, I'll make sure to get back to you about it as well. So now it's just a patience game.
Yeah. Same thing for gold, by the way. Like, just understand, guys, this is a move pushing up, but the volume is not there yet. We want to see much more volume coming in when price moves up here. Or we want to see much less volume traded, so we know that potential sellers are exhausted, and therefore, if the volume then increases slowly, you know, this is also potential, you know, like a safe haven trade, or at least where we can at least, you know, make sure that we, you know, at least have some sort of safety measures involved when taking an entry here, especially after such a big and aggressive move to the downside. The euro is much more straightforward, you know, dollar flipping bearish on the hourly here, euro USD on the hourly flipping bullish. Guys, why are you placing orders against the fundamental data? Just asking. Great question. Great question. Let's go and look at the fundamental data, okay? CPI year over year, 3.4%. December. December, yes. Okay. This month, CPI came out at 3.1%. Price came down for gold aggressively, super aggressive up for the dollar. Why? Because the forecast was 2.9%. However, we came still out 0.3% lower than expected here on the previous month. So if you look at December and January, we are still looking better than the previous month. So if you actually look at the inflation has been coming down 0.3%. Now, where this is balancing each other out is the core CPI. This indeed came out higher, which is indeed a kind of a risk, you know, off mentality here. And therefore, you know, good for the dollar. So I would say it's balancing each other. It's balancing each other out. Therefore, I'm kind of neutral. We've seen a 400 pip move to the downside. The only thing that I care about right now is some sort of relief bounce and a curve. Okay, that curve is right now starting to occur. That's it. Why I'm not interested in shorting? Well, I'm not interested in shorting when a move of 400 pips have been done already. Well, to get another 50, you know, it depends on the trading strategy in that manner. So when talking about fundamentals here, I mean, this is not showing me that we're going against these fundamentals. I think it's kind of neutral in that manner. It's just that the expectation came out different, or the actual outcome came out different than the expectation. I'll then answer your question for, you know, the fundamentals here. Now coming back to the you know, the data itself. The reason why we placed the sell limit right there at the top was not because of the fundamentals and the forecast and anything like that. It's something that I cannot control, and I feel I cannot control. It's always something where I feel that I'm 1 or 2 steps behind, and I don't like that game. I like to understand how, you know, price moves and operates here. That's why I you know, write down my journal every single day, and around the news we said gold gained around 100 pips from the daily open. London continued bullish without a retracement. Key level for the dollar is at 103.549. Gameplan, the sell limit at 2032 with a wider stop loss for the CPI due to the daily expansion. Based on historical data, Asia and London CPI is for liquidity building. It's worth the risk. So therefore, what we did was, throughout whole Asia and London, we were building up the liquidity for the CPI to just simply flush out and take out all the people. And at the last moment to squeeze in the final people where most buy stops were placed to then immediately flip price and make people lose a lot of money. This is where I feel I have more control. Interested in buying USD though.
Getting to that level as well. It's on the futures chart, it's 325 behind the 7, and on the normal chart, it's 7180.
Yeah,
so we're getting there. We're getting
so
close.
107.2. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, exactly. We're breaking through it now, crossing the line on the futures and on the normal on Forex. Looking for this 15-minute closure.
-30 as well, so that's perfect.
It's looking good.
I really like what I see here. So you know, this is where I'm interested in for long. Stop loss is going to be below the wick. Gold is so manipulated and difficult to trade, but I'm just so drawn to it. I do think that gold is, you know, it's, if you're patient with gold, you can get into amazing positions for gold. But it's easy to FOMO in. Gold is a FOMO magnet for a lot of people here. So, like, once we are able to get rid of that, and you're patient with gold, fantastic asset to trade. All right, I love it so far. I love the candle flip as well right now. Very close to entry here. Stop loss below the previous candle's wick here.
Looking really good indeed. Something we could anticipate is a retest of the opening price of this hourly candle on the new 15 when it opens up. There's also a new 30-minute. Do you get what I mean? Like, they will induce people again that it's gonna be a short. Like, they're almost gonna flip that candle again bearish, that hourly. Then they retest the opening price, and then they flip it again. That would be something.
Yeah, Euro buy looks clean here. Yeah, I like it. Well, like 3 minutes for the 30-minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy on 30-minute wick, I agree. We're close to entry here. Herein says in GC1, 40 days lows is taken already. Market will not attack to 60 days low. So it should be long consolidate until March. Interesting. Nice team Dutchies. Good afternoon from Leiden. Lekker man. Two minutes for the closure. We have to quick focus on the USD. Look at an entry soon. This is what I mean with gold, by the way. Last thing. Now we're talking about that curve. Very simple. Look at it and a loss of momentum here. Does it mean we're just going to go up now? No. But it means that sellers might be exhausted here or need to have more buy side liquidity to move price further down again. So buyers need to step in for price to push price down further. This is what you want to see. You want to see that ranging now, that consolidation in 1 minute here. $20 seconds, bro. Look at the 30-minute. The next 30-minute bottom wick might be really nice, might be really interesting here. There we go. Candle opens. Open bullish for the dollar, flip bearish. Entry. Euro, open bearish, flip bullish. Tap at least into like the 107.2. Still facing that same resistance, Thomas, right there. 107.23 on Vantage at least. Thomas, what do you see here?
Oh my god, I was talking with the mic off. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Alright, my bad. Okay, so...
We're almost there, we're flipping.
Yeah, I'm looking for 180. So 180, the last three numbers behind the 7, right? So for everyone in chat, that's what I'm referring to. When they come back around that open price of the hourly, I would be really interested to look for buys. So for now, because there's still some levels for them on the lower time frame to mitigate down, we are currently already flipping this 30-minute bullish. The question is this going to be the expansion phase, or are we right now we're still accumulating, right? So I'm still waiting a little bit.
Yeah, you want to see that wick. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to see that wick. You're now trading above that resistance. Fantastic. You want to see that bottom wick. I'm at the verge of pressing that button here, but I just want to see that wick.
Connection lost.
What level do you want to break the euro? What level do you want the euro to break? It's not about just the break itself, it's about the wick that gets created while you're breaking it. So, the first 30 minutes, fantastic. Next 30 minutes, you want to come down first. You don't want to come up first, right? Look at what's happening right now. You can see it already. When you open bullish and you flip here, this happens. This happens often when you see that you open bullish here after that break here. So a small retest would be nice. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's simple. You want to see a stronger wick when you're reaching for that momentum fill and that continuation to the upside. One tick away, or sorry, one button away from an execution though. Man, I gotta say, guys, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I mean, I missed it, man. There were some instances for people that are new here. I had like a 2-month period where I was trying a couple new things out just to see how it is, experience this myself as well. I need to experience things myself. I like to test out new things as well here. But I was missing the live streams. Like, it's just is what it is here. So No, we have to be full on, full back. That's it. "25 minutes for the London closure." We should see some more volume right now.
Okay, the euro is slowly going up.
It is.
Still waiting for a retracement though. We have a big push now to the upside, but still waiting for that retracement. They have to come back soon, so.
Okay. For our lovely gold traders here, momentum is dying out here, okay? Momentum is dying out. That's what you want to see. You want to see the momentum fading away for us to look for bounces here. That's why I'm not a big fan of looking for, oh, we're bullish now. We're bullish now. This is the bottom. No. It's that curvature right here on the horizon, right? It's the moon slowly popping up here, coming up. Ocean view, right? Penthouse, ocean view, sun, 6 a.m. Boom. That's what you want to see.
Yes, I love it.
We're still bearish. But that does not mean we can, kind of look for a quick bounce here. Sometimes, buy side liquidity is needed for price to move further down here. So if somebody is like, I'm looking to keep accumulating, increasing my short positions to hedge myself against whatever, then sometimes these buys are necessary. So you can still make money in a retracement, as long as you take profit at the right moment, of course. Access fantastic stream. Thank you, my friend. Trust me, I've tried them all. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Whenever, so the idea here while we're waiting for an entry here is the following. And like Thomas said, we're looking for the pullback. So really nice, sharp, Thomas.
Yes.
While we're waiting, the goal with the streams is as follows. In about 1 month from now, we will release our system, our hybrid system, our trading system. We will make this public, right? Obviously, the people that are in our Discord will get to see this first, especially the people in our VIP at the beginning. We will roll out this system. The idea is to use and utilize this on the day-to-day stream. So, you will understand the playbook in full. I want you to study it. I want you to understand it. And I want you to go and with that understanding, join the live streams, because then we're all on the same page here. We're fully synchronized. With that understanding, we can create that congruence. From there on, we can start, destroying the markets, okay? And I've been testing out a lot of stuff here. I formulated one system with Thomas out of that testing period. And I think that this is the playbook we're going to use and trade with, which in my opinion is a very unique way of looking and understanding the markets as well. And, once, the core gets this, I think that, we can take the live streams to the next level. All right. That's why LTA Concepts is coming. In case you want to know what it means, it's the Limitless Trading Academy Concepts, or Lorenzo and Thomas. All right. Whatever you want to, whatever you want to call it. But it's coming along.
Yes, sir. I love it. Casper, when we're looking for long, but it broke the previous high. Okay, let me read it again. When we were looking for longs, but it broke the previous high first before making a bottom whip, is this still a good probability? So what you need to do, Casper, looking into this stuff, right? is you need to always have an alignment with the higher time frame. So what I mean by that is you build down, same as you build down time frames when you're building up a trade, you're also building down candlesticks on higher time frames to lower time frames when you're looking for a position. Meaning that, let's say we have an hourly candle, if they create the bottom wick, that is going to back up your position, even though it feels like you create the top wick first on a 5-minute. You need to always have an alignment with the higher time frame. The hourly just put in the bottom wick, so if they now go down or they go up first on a new 15, and then the second 15, maybe the last one of the hourly, puts in the bottom wick first, your hourly candle is still aligning. Does that make sense, Casper? Meaning that you're still following the right candle creation. That's the most important thing that you're looking for.
I agree, yeah. Love it. Okay, we're gonna trade until the London close, Thomas. London closure. If you see our entries before, fantastic. Or around the hourly.
No problem, Casper.
Ryan says, will this be a full mechanical system? Yes, this will be a full-on mechanical system indeed. It's pretty straightforward. However, you know, as you know, with most mechanical systems, there are a lot of twists and turns, you know, to truly get it, build around it. So, you know, that just takes some time. But the foundation, the framework itself should be relatively straightforward. Do you hear about the David Paul? No.
How long have you been trading for now? 3 years.
Okay, while we're waiting here, for the people that missed the first, you know, 20 minutes of the live stream, all right, this was the news. This is how we approached the news real quick. Let's do it. Let's just have some fun here. Oh man, it was crazy. Was it this one? Let's quickly look at it, guys. Let's see. In case you haven't seen it, all right, where we thought about gold is moving up and it's gonna go to the moon. If we close below this level in a couple days, then this is clearly still bearish on the higher time frame. Even though we're moving up, back here. You know, this is such a key level due to. This is just the farmer. Diaz says it looks too obvious. Let's see where it was. Ah, here we go. Woo. So we had a sell limit placed right there. Highly risky. All right. We have, there we go. There we go. Woo. Oh, no way. No way, guys. No way. That was a Rolex right there. Okay. Yes, we have like 2 minutes left for the 15-minute closure. So. All right, daily level 1991. That it is a key level for gold to yet it's still pushing down. The dollar is kind of balancing out. We're 15 minutes for the London closure. We should expect slightly more volume here to, for the Euro USD. Thomas said the 107.18. That's where we are right now. So,
yes. New 15 is about to open up, so it's important to wait for that. Thomas, can you talk a little about your execution model? Everything will be explained in the LTA concepts. For now, be curious about it. Be curious about it.
Lorenzo gonna enter buying gold. Well, again, like I said before, momentum is fading. That's the first level, that's the first layer. You go from continuous downside momentum on the 1 minute towards that accumulation or distribution phase here. What I think can happen, and I think if the market stays this bearish right now, the dollar is still holding up very strong, then what we could see potentially, what I would not be surprised to see here is the following. It's a pullback towards the 2000 and an immediate continuation towards the downside here. If we're not already start pushing down, right? But so far, if we can hold this particular low, then it's all about an expansion. That expansion is tradable, can also lead into a reversal play back further to the downside. But we need to accumulate in order to have enough fuel to push back further down. It's like, your Tesla Model S right now is out of electricity. It needs to recharge a little bit in order to get emptied. Therefore, we need to charge, push, pull. That's the trade you could take. That's where we could look for entries. For now, there is zero confirmation from anyway. I would not look for continuation shorts from this level right now, because I just don't know what the exact risk to reward will be in that matter. I don't think it's beneficial in us right now, and especially not when also already looking at the time. And you can see that the volume starts to slowly fade away here. The euro would have been a trade if you could push this. We're still waiting for that confirmation as well here. Rody says, a good question for you, Thomas. If you don't enter at the beginning or the end of a candle, can you give an example of what time you might enter? Might be overthinking this here. It's a good question.
Let me see. If you don't enter at the beginning or the ending of a candle, can you give an example of what time you might enter in? Might be overthinking. So it's really important that you understand. So for example, right? For example, I'm just going to give you a small example. You have certain expansion phases within a day, meaning that price will move faster to a certain location at certain hours of day, right? Meaning that the open prices, stuff like that. So it's really important that you understand that those expansion phases, you're going to study price. You're going to study what happens at a certain time, and then you're going to anticipate how a candle is being formed. So let's say, for example, you have the opening price of the day, right? For example, you have the opening price shoots up, they continue down, right? The hourly just started, but because it's an open price, so the hourly just started. You have an hourly that put in the top wick, then they flip the candle bearish. You have potential fair value gaps that are left behind on the lower time frame.
Yeah.
Now you anticipate on the second 15-minute candle that they are going to go up into premium on that wick of the hourly to then continue down lower. Meaning that, let's say the first 15-minute has been printed, the top wick has been printed on the hourly candle. You know that the trend is bearish. Why? Because the hourly candle formed you a top wick first. So the natural law of the candle is going to be formed to the downside after that. So you're trying to anticipate, okay, the new 15 opens up. How fast does it happen? Let's say it happens in the first 5-minute candle. you still have 10 minutes left of the candle, meaning that time is in your favor. Does it happen on the last 2 minutes of the candle? You know that time is running out. Does that make sense? Rodri, does that make sense? Sorry if I did not say your name correctly. So it's the same, but let's say you have a 4-hour candle that just opened up. They take out a certain low in the first hour of the 4 hour. You have 3 hours left to support your trading idea. Why? Because time is still in your favor. You still have time is still there to run to a certain location. If time is no longer there, it's important that you wait. Why? Because there's a new opening coming, candle is going to close, all of that type of stuff is then coming into play. So yeah, time needs to back up your trading decision.
Very well explained. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create this playbook regardless, Thomas. So everything will be explained in detail. Great moment for you to become part of our journey and like be aware of the fact that I think once we release our system here, the guys in Discord will know first. W for Thomas.
Gold is still going down.
it's holding. It's holding. It's getting
yeah.
It's slowing down. Slowing down. Dollar is still facing that resistance here, but it's still holding up also quite strong here. Yeah, we have 10 minutes for the London close here. So gold go higher. I will be patient with entry long still. crazy day today. Crazy CPI day today. Again, no surprise. It's the same as the NFP. Very similar behavior during the NFP as well here. All in all, that's what you want to. That's something what you want to trade here. But again, at some point we're heading into like a major level, and it is time for some sort of reversal here, or a rejection play where you can look for a key level. There are a couple of key levels that we can look for short continuations. The dollar is still looking very strong here. Lorenzo, what in a miss? You missed a lot, my friend. You missed a lot today. Hope you're doing well. Hope to see you tomorrow. 8 a.m. EST. We're going to be there. And we're going to reevaluate gold exactly on where we end up here. We're going to see how London, Asia, has operated here. Overall, if you look on a 15-minute, I've highlighted a lot of different levels here. But again, Monday, opened neutral, ended bearish, recovered. Tuesday, bullish open, bearish flip. Wednesday could still mean continuation day. We will see how this develops here. We have roughly a couple hours left for this day to end as well. And then from there, we have a nice clean understanding here. The bigger the gap, the better it's going to be potentially at the later stages of the week as well. So these massive expansions usually form also fantastic trading opportunities, as we have seen in the past, right? So are we looking for buy or sell? Zad says, are we looking for buy or sell? PJ says, can we enter buys? FOMO is kicking in.
Another one, making wealth. Are you looking for buy or sell? Let's see.
Where's going to be your buy entry in the euro? So if the dollar flips this candle here at 104.314, that's where we're kind of holding that support right now. If you see that flip, for me that's a long confirmation from the Euro USD, because that means that after such a long period of time, we have to see that expansion. And if we actually see that follow through, depending on what session we're trading in, of course, then yeah, we might be pushing down here and retesting that expansion. And that gives us at least a confirmation of a bounce. I do really like how we are actually now consolidating here with the Euro USD. At the same time, the monthly candle here, super strong support, as well as the weekly gap completely filled. So all of these factors are definitely something that we take into consideration. So, when you see something like this here, usually what we're looking for is a consolidation then and an expansion back into that range, followed by a rejection and a retest again of that zone. So the confirmation lays within the dollar for the Euro USD. For gold, we talked about it. We've talked about it a lot right now. We need to see and wait where, we will balance and break out here. Like, we need to understand how buyers and sellers are operating around this level. The volume is decreasing heavily for gold here. The big move has already played out. Taking trades right now around this moment is just, trying to gain, or being upset that you were probably not in a position before, and you try to make your money still. I think it's better to be patient with gold right now. Which channel we upload LTA? This will be partially on YouTube, in our Discord. Like we will spread it here. Marton says, I can already hear a lot of Michael things in Thomas' analysis based on time and price. Yeah, but Thomas has, we're creating that like his own, it's completely different from just ICT trading here. Just want to highlight this. There are many, many different ways of how candle formations are created and how you can execute this here. All right, 100%. Tommy.
I can't agree more. I think that in the end, everyone gets something from someone. There's always a creator to anything in life, and you make your own edge on the things that you learn. You learn things from your parents. You learn things something from maybe your school mentor or your school teacher.
Yeah.
And you make it in the end. You make it your own approach to things.
Totally. Okay, so we're heading into the hourly closure, guys. I don't see a direct trade here for the USD. The only trade I'm interested in, if the dollar flips bearish and the euro flips bullish, we're heading into the London closure. This might be the mover. It was a crazy stream. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That sell limit was that we took was, or that we placed was crazy. Crazy. That's gonna be a nice reel, and that's gonna be a nice Instagram story. So that's good. Content is king. So tomorrow we're gonna pick up where we are left here right now. Tomorrow we're gonna pick up exactly with how price develops. The best thing to do here is to see how London and Asia are opening, developing price. This gives us more than enough information, including the data from today here, to make a decision and to look for new setups tomorrow when the volume kicks in, when the price action is there, when the volatility comes into play as well here. So, for gold, amazing. Hope you guys at least learned something. And again, the key that I always like to do here with you guys right now is to make sure that I always have a pre-market game plan ready and written down. The reason why is because it gives me more than enough, confirmations. I know what I write down. I just want to make sure that, I learn from everything that I do. If I write things down, fantastic. I learn and I can reflect. I have all these daily journals from the previous days, and I can go over at the end of the week, and I can go over every single daily journal and understand exactly my way of thinking, because I usually do not remember how I was thinking the day before exactly in detail. Therefore, I tend to write it down a lot. And I think this is usually what's giving me the edge in the long term. Okay. So again, the game plan was the Xau Limited 2022. That's where we got to when we reversed due to slippage spreads, whatever you want to call it. We did not get executed. Overall, it was a great learning experience. I hope you learned something from it today as well. If you're going to be here tomorrow, make sure you tune in at 8 a.m. EST. We're going to be here for you. We're going to see if you can just continue to train and take some beautiful trades here. LTA concepts is coming along nicely. Can't wait to show you the playbook. We have to be fully congruent here to make sure that we all follow the same plan. That's what we're going to do here, and that's how we can conquer the trading industry together. All right, that's what we're going to do. All right, fantastic stuff, guys. Keep it up, and you know, thank you guys so much. Thomas, also thank you for today.
Thank you.
And you know, incredible stuff as always. Okay.
Yes.
Much love, much love. We're heading towards the 50,000. We're gonna have a massive giveaway planned. Make sure you smash up the like button, subscribe to this channel, and most importantly, you get into our Discord if you want to go to know more about the LTA concepts. We're gonna release a couple things in there as well, starting in our VIP group for our premium members. Then we're gonna roll it out on YouTube. All right. Thank you guys so much. I hope to see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. TST. Tune in. See you then. Have a good one, guys. Thank you guys so much. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.